What's happening, y'all? Welcome to the Wednesday night stream. I hope you guys have had a good week so far. As you can see, we are starting a wee bit late. I had a long day, so I needed a little time. I needed time for food. You know, that kind of stuff. A little bit of self-maintenance. But not in the freaky way, at least not this time. So, fill your cup, light your smoke. Because we're going to get going on this thing. What's happening? How is everyone doing on this later part than normal of your Wednesday evening? You know what? That didn't really make a whole lot of sense. But welcome in anyway. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you've had a good week so far. Hope you're ready for tidbits of news. And frankly, some of them are a little bit oddball and, oddly enough, could have interesting implications of varying levels. Which reminds me. Yeah, do that. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. So what is happening with y'all? How are things? That one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, where's that other thing? Oh, I guess I didn't get that one. Oh, well. Well, I hope you guys are ready for this whirlwind bit of news we have this evening. Goddamn, I feel like a rookie right now. I don't even know why. I mean, it's not like I've been at this a shit ton of time, but a reasonable enough amount of time. Yeah, well. If you are watching the replay, welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Please feel free to leave some comments when you're done watching. Let me know what you think about what I thought. I'm always happy to hear that. Well, technically, see it. And then, hit the subscribe and the bell. Trust me, it will be an enjoyable experience being a member of this community. Hang out long enough, you'll see. You will see. It is inevitable. Just give it a chance. So my apologies for the late start. Again, I had stuff to do. I had responsibilities to attend to. So, but I have not forgotten about you guys. I am not abandoning you guys. We just had to start a little late. Which probably means also that this probably will not be a 3-hour stream tonight. I know we've had a couple of those within the last couple of weeks or so, but yeah, tonight ain't it. Not with this late of a start. No. But it's not like I'm going to dip on you in like an hour and 20 minutes either. That's not the case either. We will be hanging out. For sure. Actually, you know what I should do? I should do this. Because YouTube notifications can be a bit spotty, as I'm sure we've all noticed from time to time. Yeah, there we go. Do 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 do. All right. Oh, I didn't need to do it that way. Silly man. Silly man. What are you doing? Get over there, mouse. Yeah, I don't need that. Go away. Be gone. What I do need to do is this. Then, why did they take that off there? That was so dumb. I should have left that on. Oops, that's not what I want. Get out of there. Why is that not on there? I guess we will have to do it the hard way. Alright. Alright. Alrighty then. Damn it. Do that. And then we'll do that. And then we'll do that. Allow me to access my clipboard, please. No. Oh, wait, shit. God damn it. What is happening here? What's up, Brooke? Alright, my mouse is really starting to piss me the fuck off. There we go. Alright. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, mission accomplished. Get out of there. You get out of there. And you get back here. And then we'll do that. And there we go. How you doing, Brooke? I'm doing alright. Welcome in, sir. You're on a walk, so your Wi-Fi is a bit spotty. Well, that's okay. I'm probably more entertaining when you can only hear me like. So, there's that. Oh, you'll be home in a few minutes? Dope. Cool. Do you feel like typing in a quick answer and let me know how your week's been? Oh, you're doing all right? Cool. I'm not doing too bad. Here we go. Wait. There. Yeah, not doing too bad. been an alright week. Nothing super crazy in either direction. I mean, I wouldn't mind some super crazy good news. That'd be dope. But as long as I'm not getting super crazy shitty news, I'm Gucci. Started watching Iron Fist Season 1. Want to finish all the Marvel Netflix stuff before Daredevil Reborn. Still got time. Yes, you do. Because that's not out till... When is that out? That's out next spring, right? We're not getting that this year. Yes. Yes. Yeah, March 1st. Yeah, you got plenty of time. Yeah. Can't wait for October. What's happening in October? I mean, Halloween. What happens in October that you can't wait for, good sir? I mean, my wife and I's birthdays are both in October, 5 days apart, because we're cool like that. We're fly like that. We're slick like that. We're dope like that. Actually, I don't think dope was in that song, but you know what I mean. Just Halloween season? Yeah. My wife, Mrs. Chillin, loves Halloween season too, Brooke. You guys would get along. At least for the month of October. Yeah. No, Halloween's a pretty fun season. I saw a post where Spirit Halloween actually has like Deadpool and Wolverine costumes. And I'm like, depending on situations, there might have to be a fat Wolverine this Halloween. With glasses. The fuck kind of Wolverine are you? The middle-aged kind, motherfucker. Don't worry about it. You're going to try and watch some horror films series? Oh. Find a good horror movie franchise to binge? All right. Well, what kind... There's different kinds of horror. Do you like more of the suspenseful horror with like a couple jump scares, or do you like more of like your Saw type of horror or Terrifier type of horror with, that's fairly bloody but also suspenseful? What's your kind of horror? Or do you like straight up supernatural shit? Yeah, oh yes, old man. All of them looked badass. Even the comic accurate height one. Although they could have bulked him up, because really, even though in the comics he is only 5'3", Wolverine is built like a brick shit house. Like, it wouldn't matter. You'd see a short dude, but then you'd see how big that short dude is, and you still wouldn't want any part of him, even before he popped his claws out. I mean, think about it. At that height, his right hook is like literally middle of your torso. Like, he will gut you. Binge the Saw series? Yeah. I love me some Saw movies, bro. And don't forget to include Spiral. And Jigsaw. Except I believe Jigsaw came out before Spiral. But do not forget to include those. Believe it or not, they're actually pretty good. Spiral was surprisingly good. You're into all kinds of horror. You'd love to see the Conjuring movies. I started the Conjuring universe. I have not finished it. I guess they got another... I think they got another Conjuring movie coming out late this year, early next year. I saw a blurb about it the other day. Oh my. Yeah. When does that come out, though? Next year, yeah. Conjuring the Last Rites. Oh, here. Let me show you this shit. You want to see all the movies you got to watch that, Oh, and they have them in chronological order. I may have... Ooh, I like this list. I may have to get in there. Anywho, check this shit out, Brooke. So, if you want to get into your Conjuring movies and you want to watch them in chronological order because, like myself, you're that guy, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. You saw all the Friday the 13th films last October? Nice. Yeah, pretty good except the later ones. The longer a franchise goes, unless you're really lucky, that's generally how it goes. Like, there's always diminishing returns, at least at some point. You can get past that. Some franchises have gotten past that, but most do not. You only watched the first Conjuring and The Nun? Okay, well, you got some catching up to do. But you've seen The Nun, which chronologically is the first one. And I've seen The Nun. Annabelle Creation. I don't believe I've seen that one. The Nun 2. Maybe. Annabelle. Seen it. The Conjuring. Seen it. Annabelle Comes Home. Seen it. The Curse of La Llorona. Have not seen that one. Conjuring 2. Maybe. Not that one. Not that one. And, well, that one's not out yet. But, yeah, you're looking at 10 existing movies with an 11th one coming next spring. Yeah. Well, when I get in the mood for it, I will definitely have to refer to this list. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have not watched that one. I got those, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, anywho. Any hoodles. That. Alright. Get that caught back up. Cool. Alright. So, I do believe it's time to dive into this evening's news. Where shall we start? What is this? Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay, definitely not going back that far. Okay, cool. All right. So, first item of business. Now, this is rumor. Again. But the Fantastic Four First Steps will show or mention the Council of Reeds. I really hope that one's true. How dope would it be to have the Council of Reeds? Now, here's the question. Let's assume, okay, for the moment, that they actually do something that dope, okay? Let's just go with it. Just go with it, okay? Now, are they going to make a bunch of digital Pedro Pascal, Reed Richards for this? Or will they maybe bring in the Fox Reeds? For a couple of them. And then maybe digitally recreate a few more versions of all three. You know, like the Council of Kings at the end of that piece of shit movie. I mean, Quantumania. Well, it's both. It's named Quantumania and it's a piece of shit movie. Anyway. So that is the question. Would it just be a bunch of Pedros? Or are they going to mix in some previous Fox reads, or I should say, the 2 previous Fox reads. Now, I'm not sure if it's been explicitly stated, but it's basically understood that one of the big things about Secret Wars, I mean, outside the fact that it's going to be, a massive event movie, and also, besides, it's going to serve as a soft reboot to the MCU now that they have control over a bunch more characters. It's also going to be basically a goodbye to the Foxverse. That's part of it. What's up, Griff? You hope they mix some of the previous reads? Me too. Me too. And after the reboot, if they go that route, I would like to see one of those 2 come back as the Maker. Honestly, Miles Teller I would prefer over the other guy. How you doing, Griff? Yeah, I would honestly, I think since it's, again, this whole thing is basically a goodbye to the Foxverse as well as a dope fucking story. I feel like they might bring those 2 in if they're actually going to show us the Council of Reeds. That's a big fucking if. Like, huge. Like, we're talking if a Celestial took a dump, huge. Like, huge. But more than likely, if it happens at all, it will probably only be a mention. Brooke says, hoping to see Doom in the post-credits of this movie. Oh, that's pretty likely. The only question is what will he be doing? And plus, Doctor Doom's armor has a ton of cool tech. Yes, it does. And all of it enhanced by magic. Want to try to watch some video on his armor. Well, if you want it straight from the comics, I would see if you can find a video on that subject for either Rob at Comics Explained or R.I.P. The Comic Storian. I hope his family can keep that channel going because he's got a lot of evergreen content, and they might be mostly okay with just that. Well, that's what I would suggest. Honestly, because they're really the only 2 comic book YouTubers I know of specifically. So there's also that, but, thanks to being a nerd venger long before I started my own channel, I've really only heard of the good ones. When first it was Rob and then later Comic Storian. What's up, Star? Yo. Rob has been posting a ton of cool stuff. However, I've just been going through his event chronology playlist, which is fucking dope. It's going pretty all right. Star, how you doing? Well, hold on a second. Had something in my teeth. Yeah, I didn't think y'all wanted to watch me, try and dig it out with my finger. Good so far? Nice. But, I mean, just if they, even introducing the concept of the Council of Reeds would be sick. Although that's, honestly, the Council of Reeds, comic book wise, was more of, well, it was in Hickman's Fantastic Four run. They weren't really outside of I'd say the only thing that really this was from Hickman's Fantastic Four run before he did Avengers and New Avengers, Time Runs Out, and then Secret Wars. Like chronologically, his Fantastic Four run comes first. So honestly, I don't know that they're going to even mess with the Council of Reeds. I mean, it honestly depends on the story in this movie. Depends on how far along they're going to put him. But I mean, Franklin's a baby, so that's not far enough along for Hickman's run. So I'm thinking if they do pull anything from Hickman's Fantastic Four run, I don't think they'll be the Council of Reeds, but I think it will be the bridge. The bridge that allows him to peer into other universes, him being Reed Richards. And the concept of the bridge then led into the concept of the life raft during Time Runs Out. So, but honestly, I don't really see the Council of Reeds coming up, but they could. But probably only as a mention. That's just my thought. I just feel like it'll only be a mention. But if they do it, they damn well better grab the Fox dudes. It's only right. Yeah. So again, I mean, even stated right here, according to rumors, again. See, that's the only other thing though, is putting this again in here is a nice little reminder that this is a very persistent rumor. Now, it could just be persistent because people really want it to happen. Or it could be persistent because there's actually a reasonable possibility that it is going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and go against my regular nature and be hopeful that the reason this rumor has been around so long is because there's actually a reasonably good chance of it happening. But of course, we shall see. Brooke's looking through Rob's videos right now. Two I want to watch, he says, are the Batman fighting the Xenomorph and the Hulk. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I guess one of the newer Marvel books is an Avengers versus Alien run. Actually, I don't know if it's newer, but I've heard of it, and it sounds fucking dope. And I think it's newer, but don't quote me on that shit. Yeah. So that's it for that. It's just a rumor, but it's a persistent one. So next, Monday, we got this news. According to Nexus Point News and also Mr. Jeff Snyder, Josh Brolin was offered the role of Green Lantern Hal Jordan in DC Studios / HBO's upcoming show Lanterns. Excuse me. Now, when this news initially dropped, there were, of course, there was a lot of reaction here on the Twitters, but a lot of people were like, "Why are they going? Why would they want Hal Jordan to be old? He's supposed to be a young, cocky pilot." Blah 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 blah, and a bunch of shit along those veins. Well, first of all, Lanterns, as I understand it, is supposed to be along the lines of True Detective, which was also on HBO. So it's already not going to be any kind of happy-go-lucky DC story. This is going to be a right up in your shit kind of DC story. Now, as for casting people being upset about Hal Jordan being middle-aged. Is it not true? Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to go there because I have no fucking clue. But, again, people are like, what the crap? Why would they be going after someone that old? Now, with RDJ coming back as Doom, I mean, you're going to see Patrick Stewart in Secret Wars. Now we might get Ian McKellen in fucking Search for Gollum. And he's 80 fucking something and just fell off the stage a few months ago. So, like, people need to quit bitching about actors' ages in these castings. Like, for real. Unless it's, like, just so far out of pocket for the character. But, honestly, like, shut up. You ageist motherfuckers. Anyway. But that was the general reaction. And then later, this is the only time I've seen this, but there's a rumor that this one says Pratt is being close to Hal Jordan. I'm pretty sure this is bullshit now, considering what's come out since then. But I just thought it was interesting that Pratt's name got thrown out. But then again, it's also highly predictable because, you know, Gunverse. And we all know he and Pratt are tight. He and Pratt are tight. Oh yeah, speaking of which, when I mentioned Ian McKellen has no plans to retire or stop playing Gandalf if he can help it. Direct quote. I'm not letting anyone else put on the pointy head and beard if I can help it. Ian McKellen's a fucking boss, bro. He's a gangster. Brad Winterbaum says who gives a fuck? Where's more? Here we go. And then yesterday, it came out that if Brolin declines, that the next two in line are one Matthew McConaughey and Ewan McGregor. Interesting. And then later it came out that Chris Pine and Timothy Olyphant are also now on the short list for if Brolin passes. Okay? All right. I'll catch up with chat, and then I'll move on to the next point with this. Brooke says, Council of Reeds showing up would be dope. Hell yeah. I don't like how they killed off Krasinski's Reed too easily. Oh, yeah, they should bring him back as a variant, too. Those three would be a decent representative grouping of a bigger council that can just be talked about. You know what I'm saying? What up, Prez? So yeah, they should bring Krasinski back too. Thank you for bringing him up, Brooke. Appreciate that. I knew I was forgetting somebody, but I obviously couldn't think of who, so he stayed forgotten. Star says, I really don't care who is casted as Hal Jordan, but hopefully it's good. Right. Well, you just got bit by a mosquito, Prez? Well, that blows. Do you have any kind of oversensitivity to bug venom? Like you're one of those unlucky people that just blows the fuck up with any kind of insect bite? Because I'm the opposite. Like, I'll get bit by a mosquito and, like, you know, I'll get a little raised spot and it'll be itchy, but it'll be gone inside of 2 hours. I shit you not. I'm super lucky that way. It's almost like I have extra histamine in my own system. Well, at least when it comes to that. When it comes to, like, my sinuses, it's like all the histamine just goes away somewhere in my neck before it gets to my head. Oh, it's annoying because you saw his ass land on you? Right. Okay. Back to the Hal Jordan news. So we have Josh Brolin, who's already been offered. But the backups are Matthew McConaughey, Ewan McGregor, Chris Pine, and Timothy Olyphant. Now, what do these 5 gentlemen have in common? Chat. What do these 5 have in common? Money. Yes. I'm looking for something a little more directly related to the role of Hal Jordan, though. But that is 100% correct. They all have a pretty decent fucking amount of money. That is for sure. But yeah, more specifically to being considered for the role of Hal Jordan. What do you think, chat? And also welcome in if you are also lurking, as I overuse the word also as in a statement as issued by the Department of Redundancy Department. But yeah. Who do I want to see play as Hal Jordan? Off of this list, not Pine. Brolin would be fucking sick, honestly. I hope he takes it. But if not Brolin, honestly, I'd probably go with Mr. Olyphant here as my personal second choice behind Brolin. Honestly, I have no idea why Ewan McGregor's even on the list. Like, there's nothing about Ewan McGregor, whether he looks like Kenobi or just, Ewan McGregor. There's literally nothing about Ewan McGregor that says Hal Jordan to me. So I'd want Brolin. If not Brolin, I would want Olyphant. If not Olyphant, McConaughey, although he'd have to lose the accent. And then I think Chris Pine would probably be all right, honestly. But he would have to tone down the snark just a little bit. I mean, Hal Jordan's a cocky motherfucker. And as we all know, Chris Pine's version of Kirk was a cocky motherfucker. But it needs to be a different kind of cocky. But, all right. I'll tell you what all 5 of these guys have in common. They are all middle-aged. Every single one of them. So all the people, when the Josh Brolin news first dropped, guess what? From this list, that's obviously the route they're going. They are going with a middle-aged Hal Jordan. That is the plan. Or this list would be different. So when Lanterns premieres on HBO, we're going to have a middle-aged Hal Jordan. Now, what was I saying before that? Oh, yes. I was welcoming in the newer viewers. Thank you for coming in. Ryan Reynolds played Hal Jordan. Yes. Yeah, they are older than when Ryan... Yeah, Ryan played the younger version of Hal Jordan for sure. For sure. But yes, welcome in. And if anyone else is... well... And also, again, if you're watching the replay, thank you. And thank you for joining us live. Please feel free to engage in the chat, but if you just want to lurk, I respect it, and I appreciate that. I appreciate your time, period. So thank you. And in return, could you pretty please hit the thumbs up and the subscribe and the bell? Just 3 quick clicks. Done. So if you guys go ahead and do that, that'd be great. If you haven't already, well, the thumbs up, always hit that. If you have not yet subscribed, do so. As you will find out, as the longer you hang, we got a pretty damn fine community up in here. So, enjoy your time here, or enjoy your time watching this on the replay, and hit all them buttons. Pretty please and thank you. Brick says, it's interesting how Ryan met his wife on the set of the Green Lantern movie, I think. Yeah, I believe you're correct in that one. I do believe that is where he and Blake met. And got to know each other. Possibly on different levels. But, so, back to the point. The fact that they are most definitely now looking for a middle-aged Hal Jordan, and the fact that this is going to be a true detective style show, that definitely implies a certain type of relationship between Mr. Jordan and, I presume, his partner. Like, there's no way. It'll be a middle-aged Hal and his partner trying to solve a mystery in Sector Earth that by the end will actually tie into the greater DCU. That's the plan. But if we're going to have a middle-aged Hal Jordan with a partner doing a gritty cop show, who's his partner going to be? Well, the candidate that makes the absolute most sense, which is why I think they're going to go that way, is his successor in the comics, Mr. John Stewart. Let's pull up an image of John Stewart while I'm thinking of it. Probably should have done it already. John Stewart. Whoopsie. No, not the host of that. Green Lantern. Whoopsie. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, he does have an H. Images. We'll go with that image. Click. Yeah, so I think what we're going to have is a middle-aged Hal Jordan, old cop, partnered with young John Stewart, maybe not a rookie cop, and Reed Lantern when I say cop because Lantern show, but it's going to be that dynamic. Grizzled veteran, probably highly cynical cop with younger partner, and who knows what level of enthusiasm he may or may not have at this point. But either way, it's going to be it's going to be the mentor-student thing. Like, I don't see any other scenario, really, that makes sense. Honestly. What about you guys? Like, put all the information together. There's now an unofficial list of 5 actors in the mix for Hal Jordan. Well, 4 of them are only in the mix if Brolin says no. Allegedly. But they're all middle-aged. So, that tells you right there. If they're going to have a middle-aged Hal Jordan, and this is basically a DC cop show, it's going to be grizzled veteran with younger partner. And the younger partner that makes the most sense is John Stewart. Not too sure, Prez? Star thinks James Gunn is cooking. I mean, I hope he's cooking. Oh, I want Superman to be very successful, for sure. I want it. Well, I want a good Superman movie. God damn it! Like, I don't care what it does for Gunn. I just want a good fucking Superman movie. That's all I want. Just give me a good Superman movie. Haven't had one since Man of Steel. And Man of Steel was a magnificent Superman movie. I will hear no slander of Man of Steel. What are you not too sure about, Prez? I must know. Star says, I know this is a stretch, but in the future, I hope we see a collab with Marvel and DC film. I mean, I would love that. But the only way that's going to happen is if they are on relatively equal footing success-wise. So, like, Marvel is not going to go out of their way to prop up DC. That's just not going to fucking happen. So DC would have to be kicking all kinds of ass and be fairly competitive all on its own before Marvel would even consider it. But yeah, that would be dope. You ever read the Amalgam comics? That's basically where it happened in the comics. They did a big old Marvel DC Universe crossover. It's actually pretty cool. You should look that shit up. I actually did a video on it a while back. You can't really pinpoint a good casting, Prez? Okay. Are you not liking the middle-aged thing? Would you prefer a younger, more cocky, piloty Hal Jordan than a grizzled veteran Hal Jordan? Because if that's the route they're going, Brolin is fucking perfect. Like, honestly. Like, I would love Brolin. Brooke says an older Hal Jordan could be really badass. Josh Brolin is dope. Yeah? And I know we all like to think of him, as big old purple badass Thanos of the nutsack chin. But, he's also been Cable. Technically, he's already been under the DC banner when he played Jonah Hex. I never actually watched that movie. Has anyone in chat ever actually watched Jonah Hex? Because, yeah. Chris says, no, I prefer the middle-aged, but I just don't know if I want to see Brolin in DC, to be honest, even though he would be perfect. Are you afraid I would, is that because you think DC would be detrimental to him? Which is a valid concern. Very valid concern. You have not. Okay. Yeah, nor have I. Even though it has Transformers era Megan Fox in it, which should have guaranteed I had my eyeballs on it when it came out, but I never watched it. So, I don't know if we actually want to count it because that movie bombed. I don't know how good it actually is, but I know it failed. So I don't know if we actually want to count that as a DC appearance for Mr. Brolin, but technically he's been in DC. And in a very unsuccessful project already. So And it's up to him. He's... I don't know. He, obviously he's not going to take it without, you know, knowing what the hell's going to happen. Like, he'll know their basic plans. He'll probably demand to read the script. So, if he accepts the role, it's going to be because he thinks it'll be worth his time. So hopefully he'll be right. If he takes the role, hopefully he'll be right. And that it will be worth his time. And it'll be a good show. I definitely think it's got a shit ton of potential. Especially if it's Brolin that takes the role. Like, he's going to bring a lot of cachet into that show, which I'm sure is also part of the reason he is first on the list. And that is, and, you know, not just actor cachet, although he has a shit ton of that. Like, he's got a pretty long and pretty storied career. He's done some shit. But, he's got nerdy cachet because Thanos. And also because of Cable. But really, it's because of Thanos. I mean, let's face it. I mean, Deadpool even called him Thanos in Deadpool 2. So, obviously, that is currently his most famous. It might even be his overall most famous role to date, just period. But it's definitely his most famous role in the nerdy zeitgeist. So, yeah, he's going to bring in a lot of cachet. Now, let's go back into this. As you can see from this picture, Oliphant also has nerdy cachet from being in The Mandalorian. You know, the good part of Mandalorian. So, Mr. Oliphant also has nerdy cachet. Get out of here. McConaughey, not so much, but who doesn't love Matthew McConaughey? And why they picked a picture of him basically in his 30s, I'll never know. But, you know, we all know he's... How old is that motherfucker? He's definitely in his 50s. How old are you, Matthew? Yes. I don't care about your early life and education. Born in 69. Okay. Now you're making me do math. You motherfuckers. Okay, so he's like 55. Oh, 54 currently. Hey, look, it's over here right here. So he will be 55 this November. Okay, so yeah. Fuckers. But yeah, so Matthew McConaughey just has Matthew McConaughey cachet. He doesn't really have a ton of nerdy cachet that I'm aware of. Unless y'all know about a project of his that I don't. I mean, obviously, Ewan McGregor's got nerdy cachet. He's fucking Obi-Wan. I mean, what more do you need to say? What's up, Tim? Welcome in, good sir. Good evening, Sir Tim O'Brien. Yeah, I fucking went there. Brooke says, would love to see Parallax appear in this new Green Lantern series. He is pretty terrifying as a villain. I remember him from the original Green Lantern movie. Hello there. Yeah, Parallax would be cool. I don't know if they're gonna go that route. I guess whatever, from what I've heard other people talk about, the mystery that they're investigating is pretty much going to be right on the planet. So I don't know that they would invoke Parallax quite yet. They would probably save him for the big screen, honestly, because he's more of an out in space cosmic kind of guy. So, and this Lanterns show is going to be pretty Earth based, but so probably not in this show. But I would not be surprised if Gunn throws him on the big screen. I'm doing all right, Tim. How you doing, mine? So, yes. But yeah, all these candidates are middle-aged. Every fucking one of them. How old is Pine? Pretty sure he's older than me, so he's got to be in his 50s because I'm going to be 49 this year. Damn it. How old are you? Oh, born 1980. Okay. 80? Fucker's 5 years younger than me. All right, so he's just turned 44 at the end of last month. But still, mid-40s. Just glad work is almost over? Yeah, I bet. So, okay, he's probably the youngest of the bunch, but that's still, you know, when you're in your 40s, you're definitely of an age to be a mentor to, you know, a younger person in a similar job of yours, to yours. You know what I'm fucking saying. Damn it. These are all guys of mentor age. Pine probably being the youngest, but still mentor age. And just as a quick aside, this minus stunt team, this right here, fuck The Last Dance. Here's your title card. Right there. Boom. That's it. Complete ADD moment, but look at this. You know, forget that's there. But is this not like the perfect logo? Why do you need to call it Venom The Last Dance? God, that is so fucking lame. This is perfection right here. I mean, don't you think? Isn't this much better? Just Venom 3 with, you know, a 3 for the E and, you know, a Venom facial outline for the O. I mean, how is this not the perfect logo for this? And why would you go with Venom The Last Dance when someone came up with this? Like, seriously. Do you not agree, chat? Is this not much better as, like, the title and the logo all in one than Venom The Last Dance? Is this not better? I find it much better. I find that it's, I find that, in my opinion, it's so much better. The fact that it's named The Last Dance has gone from ridiculous to actually kind of upsetting now that I've seen this, because this is perfection. It's perfection! Brooke says Last Dance doesn't fit Venom's character, in my opinion. Right? I mean, it sounds like not even a comic book movie. Like, honestly. Sounds like a rom-com or... Yeah, no, just doesn't... Yeah, no. It does not fit a Venom movie. This is a thing of beauty right here. So, next question is, assuming we are right, after putting together the evidence that they have so kindly given us with these 5 actors, because don't forget Brolin and the 4 backups. It's like an old R&B group from the 50s and 60s. There's generally 5 people. Or actually, no, might have been 6. How many were in the Temptations, love? Was it 5 or 6? Was it 5? Okay, and then there was the Jackson 5. Yeah, so we got like the middle-aged quintet of potential Hal Jordans here. So, again, I don't know how it's not going to be a young Jon Stewart as his partner, but at this point, we technically do have to assume that that's the case. It is, after all, only a deduction / theory / hypothesis. Temptations was 5. Thank you, Prez. Mrs. Chillin already handled that. Haha. Too slow, motherfucker. Oh, excuse me. Unless that's just your imagination. Yeah, y'all gotta be careful. I may start singing out of nowhere if you put something cool in the chat. Fair warning. Yeah, right, Tim? That doesn't fit a Venom movie title at all. But this does. Right? I mean, come on. Come on, man. Actually, I think this was already like the crew t-shirt. I think this is just one for the stunt team now. The last one may have said crew. I'm not sure. But regardless. Oh, wait, what's... I never went into it to look at the hat. Look at this. 3 green slashes across... Oh, that reminds me of something else. 3 green slashes across the Venom face. Look at... Like, come on! Oh, am I startling the Mudge? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. But, like, see... But this and fucking the hell. Idiocy of Hollywood sometimes. Holy shit. Just holy shit. Don't know what more I can say other than holy shit. But back to the lecture at hand. Again, going with our deduction / speculation / if they go a different direction, I have no fucking clue what it would be. Who would we want to see playing Jon Stewart? Like, do any of us know who, like, the leading African American actors are out there who'd be good for this role? Like, I'd love to see the homie that played Hawkman in Black Adam do it, but I think he's a little too old for what we're looking for. Ooh. You know who could probably still pull it off? He's got a pretty young face. Boyega. Boyega would make a sick Lantern. How's he looking these days? Limit it to this year. Images. Okay, well, that's an old one. Okay, from this year's Image Awards. No. You motherfucker. Yeah. I don't know why that's doing that, but okay. Yeah. This is this year. I think he could. What up, Lou? I think he could still pass for mid to late 20s. I think he's in his 30s, but shit, I can see him in a lantern mask. Little green mask right there. What do you guys think? Brolin and Boyega. Let's find Brolin's face again. There we go. What do you guys think? What's up, Travis? Denzel's son? Ooh. Tyler James Williams from Everybody Hates Chris? I like the Brolin and Boyega pairing, though. I like it. Actually, I think any one of these guys. I just think Boyega would make a dope Jon Stewart. Let's just put it that way. Let's just go with that. Give me a John Boyega, Jon Stewart. Although, what the hell's Denzel's kid's name? First name? Anybody? Anybody at all? Daredevil Born Again footage reveals. Oh, that was 3 days ago. Okay. Look up the other guy, though. Yeah. American actor and rapper? Really? Okay. I didn't know he rapped. Yeah, he could be good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he could be good. For sure. John David Washington. Thank you, Travis. And also, what's up? In case I didn't say it before when I read your last message, because I'm a silly, silly man. And he's an American actor and footballer. Nice. Okay, yeah. Yeah. For sure. Now I got to say, I never watched Everybody Hates Chris, and I don't think I've seen this dude. I don't think I've seen Mr. Washington in anything that I can think of. So, initially, I'm like still, and plus, like Boyega needs justice done to him in a nerdy venture. Like Star Wars fucked him. Dick Trickle, welcome in. Is that my dad? Is John David Washington my dad? No, he's younger than I am by a reasonable chunk, I think. Let's see here. How old are you, sir? What is happening? There we go. The fuck? Oh, there we go. Born in 8. Okay, so he's wow. He's gonna be 40 this year. Okay, so he's still 9 years younger than me. Fuck y'all. John David was the lead in Tenet. Oh, he was in Ballers with The Rock. Okay, so yeah, he would definitely he'd be good. They'd all be good. I would still want Boyega tops over those, but I'd have to put Mr. Washington second and Mr. Williams third. That would, out of those three, that would be my order of preference. But yeah, I think any of those three would be pretty cool in that role. I think any one of them would make a pretty cool Jon Stewart. Now, can we agree Disney ruins everything? No, we cannot. Because that is factually not true. They just had two over $1 billion movies this summer in the form of Inside Out 2 and Daredevil and Wolverine. So no, Disney does not ruin everything at all. When they're doing it right, they make a fuck ton of money. And they did it right with those two projects. Now, if you want to narrow that down to Lucasfilm, then we can probably have a conversation. But like overall, that's patently not true. Surpassed Iron Man 3 now has Deadpool and Wolverine. Nice. Has that hit 1.3 yet? It was creeping on 1.3. I'm just Googling Fiend tonight. Yeah. Tops the weekend box out. Yeah, it's been number one for like 5 weeks in a row. Okay, here we are. 1,264,190,117 So, yeah. Basically 46 million away from 1.3. And they just did, what did it say, 19 and a half this last weekend. So basically 20. So yeah, like 3 or 4 more weekends with this number and it'll hit 1.3. Yeah. So yep. Tim O'Brien, the power of Kennedy. Yeah. Yeah, that's one way you could put it. Prez says, I did my part. I saw it 4 times. Right? Travis says, I think Henry Golding or Manny Jacinto, Smilo Ren, yeah, would both be good Kyle Rayners, even though I think they're Asian. Well, Manny is, I believe, Filipino, so partially Asian. I don't know about Henry Golding. Like, well, actually, first of all, who's Kyle Rayners? I need to refresh my memory. Okay, yes. Was he another Lantern? He was another Lantern. Okay. So now, I mean, we all know what Manny Jacinto looks like, especially Amandla Stenberg. She was checking out that ass. Oh, that guy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, do we have any images of him without the mask? Anybody? Anywhere? Let's try this. Kyle Rayner, no mask. Oh, okay. I mean, at least the way he's drawn in this picture, I don't really think it would matter if he had an Asian-looking actor playing him, honestly. I mean, yeah, his eyes aren't, like, super narrow, but... Yeah, I don't think, especially, Golding. Golding has the closer look out of the two, I think. I mean, honestly, I would like to see Manny Jacinto back as Chimere, just having nothing to do with the Acolyte. Need to see Deadpool and Wolverine again? Yeah. Prez will go. Prez is all about it. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see who actually ends up with the role. Although, again, they're for sure they got to be going that route. There's just no way they're not going that route. So you guys dig that? So especially since Lanterns is basically going to be, you know, a cop show with power rings and stuff. I think that'll work really well. Although my only concern with this setup is if they I don't want them to completely I don't want them to make whoever ends up being Hal Jordan. I don't want the Hal Jordan in that show to be like 100% just fuck the world cynical. Like, he still needs to have some of that, you know, cocky test pilot exuberance a little bit left in there. You know what I mean? So I definitely, you know, that's the only thing I don't want him to go too far with the grizzled veteran trope. You know what I mean? Like, if they overdo that, that'll be lame. Like, I like the concept, but like if they overhammer the trope, that'll be bad. That'll be bad. Oh yeah, this is funny. Bo DeMeo shares that fans can visit his Only page to hear the whole truth. It's $9.99 per month. So, instead of just telling the world the whole truth, Bo wants you to come give him money to find out the whole truth. I mean, he does have that big name lawyer to pay, so I guess that's not too bad of an idea, but on the other hand, does not charging for the whole truth make the idea of that being the whole truth suspect? And like, wouldn't the fact that someone spent $10 on it automatically invest them in that actually being the whole truth? Like, he's essentially getting people to pay him to believe him. It's actually not a bad racket if you think about it, but also, the fuck? What do we got here? Oh, yeah, this one's fun. Says rumor. Lucasfilm is reportedly reducing its output of live-action Star Wars shows to one per year. Well, good. Then they can actually concentrate on making that show good instead of just pumping out fucking show after show. And also, that allows this is more evidence for Iger to show the investors that he's following through on his promise to reduce costs in both theatrical and streaming platforms. They're going to spend less, they're going to do less, and they're going to spend less on what they do. That's what he's been promising. Now, when it comes to Doomsday and Secret Wars, we'll see about that spending less part. I'm pretty sure those are gonna cost a pretty penny. I mean, you're already looking at 45 to 50 million each just for RDJ. So if you wanted to keep that movie at around 200 million, that only gives you 150 million left to do everything else and pay everyone else. You know, what you need to do, which obviously they wouldn't be able to do. So those are probably going to be at minimum $300 million movies. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, with all the shit they're going to have to do, Secret Wars could push 4. That means it would need to make $1 billion just to break even. Now, obviously, this is all like speculation and shit, but you know, based off how much they're paying just RDJ. And then all the other actors are going to have to bring in, and then all the special effects are, yeah. Secret Wars could be looking at just a production budget of like 350 to 400 million just because of all the shit they got to do. Don't you guys think? And that means you're looking at like 900 million to 1 billion just to break even. That's fucking insane. That's crazy. Imagine having your movie have to make $1 billion just to break even. Just to not take a loss. Like if that was the case with Deadpool, that means that movie only would have netted 1.2 million for the studio. Or no, 120 million for the studio. That's it. In profit. That's a pittance for a movie like that. A pittance. Drops in the bucket. Now imagine. I mean, God. Needing to make $1 billion just to break even. Like, in order for that to be a smash, that motherfucker's going to have to make $2 billion minimum. Like, holy crap. But again, that's just speculation based on RDJ's known salary. But isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? I mean, that makes sense, though, right? Tim says, Star Wars needs to pull the brakes for a bit, I think. Oh, definitely. I mean, you know, Mando and Grogu we're definitely getting. Ahsoka Season 2 we're definitely getting. I mean, obviously, fucking Skeleton Crew. But do they have anything in the pipeline else? I mean, technically, a Rey movie, Dawn of the Jedi movie, and whatever Levy's going to do, technically. But in terms of shows, do they have anything in the pipeline? Oh, I mean, yeah, we'll get Andor Season 2 next year. I knew I was forgetting a show coming out. So yeah, we got Skeleton Crew this winter. Then we got Andor Season 2 next year, but I think that's it. Unless they drop something animated. Yeah, that seems like... Yeah. Yep. Brooke says, Star Wars should focus on quantity over quality. I agree. Oh, yeah. What's up, Brady? Been working and lurking? Well, I appreciate you lurking, bruh. Travis says, that Sinister Six photo brings back memories. Still mad that Drew Goddard Sinister Six movie didn't happen. Would that have been under, like, the current Sony Spider-Verse, or is that something different? Or is that from, like... Which version of Spider-Man would that have been associated with? Toby, Andrew, or Tom? Price says, God, the Den's Discord has been ridiculous lately. I love it. Well, I mean, whoever made that fucking I hate editing photo is hilarious. I actually haven't been in the Discord much. Like, I'm both curious and afraid. You know? I'm both curious and afraid. Yep. What is this one anyway? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, we'll do that one. Oh, that's the last one there. I thought I had another one. Oh, I love this, and every time I see it, it pisses me off. Look at this hat. I want this. It doesn't have to say stunt team on it, because obviously my fat ass ain't part of a stunt team. But how sick are these? I really want the hat. I want them both. What am I talking about? I want them. Oh, yeah. I didn't even watch this all the way. You guys want to watch this? A teaser for Noah Hawley's Alien Earth. We must check this out. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Here, give me a second here. Gotta pause that. Minimize that. I'm gonna have to turn that up. Would have been between Amazing Spider-Man 2 and 3. Drew Goddard wrote the script and would have directed in 2016. Okay, well then, I think that's what that tweet is kind of about. You may be annoyed with that tweet when we cover it next. But, I don't know about y'all. I don't know how many of you have seen Romulus, but after Romulus, this excites me. And the fact that it's Noah Hawley excites me too, because he's been in charge of some dope stuff. So let us check out this. All right, we'll go back to... Come on, mouse. Come on. I need to set up hotkeys for when this mouse is being a piece of shit like it's being right now. Thank you. All right, let's check this motherfucker out. Play. You know, I don't care that it's that short. I don't care. That's cool. Now, I heard someone talk about it earlier today, maybe on a different stream that I was watching or listening to, technically. Oh, damn it. What'd they say the show was going to be kind of a combination of? Fuck. It was cool, though. Oh, here's a little tidbit. Wonderbomb of the Brad has seemingly confirmed that the Disney Plus Vision series will be titled Vision Quest. Okay. We'll see more special presentations. I don't fucking care. Yes, Ian McKellen. Please, God, no, not Pratt. Fantastic Four. Okay, that's old news. All right. So, where was I? But yeah, that Alien Earth thing, I am definitely looking forward to. Yeah, there's the bow. Okay. All right. Travis. Do that. Okay. Here we go. The plans for the scrapped The Amazing Spider-Man universe, Part 1. At the end of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, in a deleted scene, it is shown the Mystery Man as he goes through Oscorp. Whoever this Mystery Man is, we do not know. We then see the Rhino suit, Doc Ock's arms, or actually, no, that's the Rhino suit, Doc Ock's arms, Vulture's wings, and others. In another deleted scene, which is it this one? Oh, yeah, that right there. Yeah, who the fuck is this guy? Anyway. In another deleted scene, we see Norman Osborn's head frozen in a jar. Originally, the Venom symbiote was going to be used to bring him back to life, but got removed due to the Venom solo movies. So they would use another way to revive him to lead the Sinister Six. Now, this is the only shot where you can see Homie's face. And, of course, it's not clear. Who the fuck is that? You guys got any idea? But that's what we lost out on, and he just this is from Geeky Cast, and he says part 1, so there may be more. Hi, Malice. Hi, big boy. You want to say hi? Say hi. Show them your handsome face. Wee. Hi, big boy. Say hi. Hi, everybody. I'm a big kitty. I'm a big handsome kitty. And I'm on the desk when I really, really shouldn't be because Daddy's streaming, but I can't help myself. I can't help myself sometimes. That face. All right, buddy. Come on. Look at this chonk. Look at this chonk. I love it. Brooke says, I'm really excited for the Alien show. I think it's going to be epic. I agree. I wish I could remember the description that they said it was because it's fucking awesome. Travis says there. Oh, let's take a look at this guy again. Check him out a bit, chat. Let me know who the hell that is if you can. Travis says there's a trilogy of obscure Spider-Man novels, which these amazing films pulled from, and after reading them, the direction they were going was insane. Like actual novels, like graphic novels, or like prose novel. What are we talking about here? That's Michael Massey, the actor who accidentally shot Brandon Lee. Oh, I was referring more to who he would have been in the scene, but poor guy. I would not want to. Having to live with that would suck. By the way, has anyone seen that piece of shit Crow movie? Because that thing is bombing hard, and number one, I saw it coming, and number two, I'm glad it happened because fuck that shit. You know, speaking of Brandon Lee. But yeah, who would he be right here in the Amazing Spider-Man Marvel-y Spider-Man-y universe? Who the fuck would he be? Who would be messing around with this shit like Norman Osborn's head frozen in a jar? Rossi coming in with sock emoji. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that reminder of your favorite pastime, which is filling socks. And not with feet. But yeah, who the fuck is this? Like, Marvel-wise. Who would be doing this? going after Norman Osborn's head in a jar. Oh, Rhino attack. See, actually, that's another question. Just, again, ADD moment. When it comes to Rhino, would you prefer him in tech? Or do you like what they're doing with him in Kraven, where it's, more of an actual genetic thing? Because personally, I prefer him in tech. It's more comic accurate. Doc Ock arms. Vulture wings. Yeah. All right. Travis says he played Gustav Fiers, an agent working for the Red Skull. Oh, okay. He played Gustav Fiers, an agent working for the Red Skull who helped orchestrate the death of Peter's parents after they leaked information to S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, okay. In Amazing 2, the movie opens with Peter's parents dying on a plane, stopping an assassin who also dies. That is Karl Fiers, brother of Gustav. Hence why he wants revenge on Peter. All right. Okay, Gustav Fiers. Well, that makes sense then. That makes sense then. Okay. Will you guys bear with me for just a couple minutes? I need to tinkle. I'll be right back. Let me turn on some music. Alright, I'll be back shortly. Don't leave! Your YouTube is crushing? Like you have a channel that's crushing, or is that a typo and like your YouTube is crashing? I have the answer in chat by the time I get back to it. Please make me curious. Yeah. Oh, the app is crashing? That sucks. That sucks. Travis says, in Amazing 2, Richard Parker says Oscorp was selling his research to a foreign military organization. This is clearly Hydra, but due to it being Sony, they couldn't say that. Oh, right, because Marvel Studios owned the Hydra. Okay. And yes, these were actual full-length novels. Ooh. I really went on a deep dive to learn what would have happened in those movies. Would you please put the names of those novels into the chat? I must have them. Or better yet, join my Discord, link in the description, and post them in there. That would be better. That way we can all have access to them. Well, access to the names. But yeah, that's cool. Okay, so... Alright, so Carl Fears is a naughty who's trying to kill people, and Peter's parents stopped him, and now Gustav wants revenge on Peter because he's a child and was on the plane. So the usual, that was sarcasm. So the usual evil fucking, oh god damn it, I did forget that. Thank you, Prez. Dumbass. I am a dumbass sometimes. Well, at least I have lit music, but yeah, I gotta turn that down. Yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man movies were cool. I mean, they were not as good as the Tobey ones. Well, at least not the first two. I'm still not a big fan of Spider-Man 3. Oh, the Sinister Six trilogy. Gathering of the Sinister Six, Revenge of the Sinister Six, and Secret of the Sinister Six. What's up, Brent? How you doing? I appreciate the check-in. Yeah. I wonder if those got to be on Amazon. I'll have to check that after stream, because those sound dope. All right. One more little doodad I want to go over. Now, this is my time to shine, but she's mostly aggregating here, so I think... The fuck? So I think we can, we can be less skeptical than normal. Wow, I just hit pause right there. My bad. But yeah, I think we can be less skeptical than normal because my time's basically aggregating known shit here for the most part. So, first thing, RDJ will be playing Victor Von Doom, not Tony Stark. Okay, well, that's fine, but it doesn't mean he's not a variant of Tony Stark. He will be the main villain of the film, replacing Kang due to the Jonathan Majors controversies. Well, and also because he should be. He's the Doom from the Fantastic Four First Steps universe. Now, that was the subject of some debate for a minute. But that'll be interesting. While his role in that movie won't be significant, he will be teased. Doctor Strange is already confirmed to appear in the movie, according to Benedict Cumberbatch, so his next appearance will be here and not in Doctor Strange 3. Kevin Feige also confirmed that the Fantastic Four will be involved. Well, that's cool, and also as it should be, since it's fucking Doom. Now, here's the question. The next time we see Cumberbatch will be in Doomsday, which is May of 26. Now, allegedly, the next movie, and currently the only scheduled movie between Doomsday and Secret Wars, is highly suspected to be Spider-Man 4. So the question then becomes, Are we even going to get a Doctor Strange 3? You're going to go listen to some music, then you'll be back in chat. All right. Enjoy your music. You're having a better life than you deserve. Enjoy it, bro. Enjoy it. Travis says the novels introduce a character named Pity who Gustav severely abuses. Nah. Who has the power to cast environments into complete pitch black. She would be revealed as Peter Parker's lost sister. Kinda. Interesting. Little weird, but just depends on how they execute it. It could be sick. Very dense but fun reads. The author spends a lot of time making pop culture references and making other movies canon to Marvel, like the Die Hard films. Oh. All right. When did those come out? So I know what kind of pop culture references to expect. All right. Additionally, Tom Holland's Spider-Man is confirmed to appear, as it was part of his contract. Movie starts filming around March 2025 in the UK until August. The Russo brothers, yes, back to direct. McFeely will write the script, yes. It'll be a multiverse film because, well, duh. Fucking duh. You didn't even need to put that on there. It'll be a multiverse film. No shit. Doomsday gonna be a multiverse film? No way. What the fuck? My time, dumbass. Okay, so Tom Holland is going to be in Doomsday before we see Spider-Man 4. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm trying to form a thought here. Bear with me. Okay, assuming this is true, I think quite possibly what's going to happen in this case is there's going to end up being a fight between Spider-Man and Doom, obviously. Holland's going to see Doom's face and see Tony Stark, obviously. Otherwise, why cast RDJ if you're not going to fucking do that? Like, seriously. But I feel like maybe that particular reveal won't be till the third act of Doomsday. So I think part of Spider-Man 4 may be Tom Holland, Peter Parker coming to terms with what he just found out. That's one way they could go with it. Now, there is the thought, or there was that old rumor. What's up, Benjamin? How you doing? And then Doom's going to smack the shit out of him? Yeah, probably. Now, remember Josh was talking about that old rumor about Holland dying at the end of Spider-Man 4, and then, that's how he gets the symbiote suit for Secret Wars? Well, what if Doom kills him in Doomsday and Spider-Man 4 ends up being him in Battleworld, or being resurrected in Battleworld with the symbiote suit? So he won't just have it for Secret Wars, he'll have it for Spider-Man 4 as well, potentially. I think that's a possibility. Now that we know we are definitely getting Tom Holland in Doomsday. Doing pretty good, just hanging out. Nice. Well, I appreciate you hanging out here. I appreciate it, man. 1999 to 2002. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. If I told you what happens / who appears on the last page of the book, you'd think I was trolling. I'll say it involves a van full of people who are not Marvel characters. So, my top 2 guesses, just based off that. Guess number 1, Scooby-Doo. Guess number 2, the A-Team. That was released 1999-2002. The events of Nakatomi Plaza are referenced as an actual event in the film. And there's a villain bar where Hans and Simon Gruber are said to have gone to frequently. Yeah, that sounds very interesting. It's a very interesting world that got constructed there. That's cool. Yeah, what do you guys think about if they do it that way? If they shift the killing of the death of Peter Parker, if it even happens, mind you, because this is just an old leak / rumor. What if they move the death of Peter Parker what would that be? Closer in time. Farther back in time to the end of Doomsday. And then he gets resurrected by the Venom symbiote at the beginning of Spider-Man 4. And then the rest of the movie is a combination of him dealing with the fact that someone who looks just like his fucking mentor and idol and newest father figure post Uncle Ben kicked the shit out of him and killed him dead. So he's got that to deal with. He's got whatever, whatever multiversal shit is going on to deal with. And on top of all of that, he's got whatever the Venom suit will be trying to accomplish with him. All to deal with in Spider-Man 4. If they go that route. I think that would be fucking sick. Honestly. Travis says, won't say which one, but you guessed right. Oh, I'm pretty sure, yeah. One makes more sense to me than the other, so. Benjamin says, I think him dying in Doomsday would make the anticipation for Spider-Man 4 that much more. It could, yeah, for sure. Also, more symbiote Spider-Man is always a win. I agree, as long as it's done much better than in Tobey 3. Because, oh my god, what the fuck? That fucking staying alive scene, fucking montage, just a fucking. Blah. Rossi says he's trying to get his YouTube app to stop crashing so he can get back in here. Well, I appreciate it, but if you can't get his fucking app to work, then that's, I definitely appreciate the effort, but that shit's completely out of his fucking control. Gotta run. All right, man. Thanks for being here as usual, Griff. I appreciate you, guy. I appreciate you. Travis says, one thing I didn't consider is technically that piece of symbiote being in the MCU is detrimental to the spell, as that piece still theoretically knows Peter's identity. True. However, I don't think that will come into play because I don't think that the only reason that would be significant, that having the knowledge of who Peter is, that would only be significant if the symbiote attached itself to anybody else. But if it's going to go straight to the grave, oh, Peter Parker, it's not going to matter. In terms of spell damage. I mean, its presence there, the fact that, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? I don't know. I guess you'd say the eddies and flows in the magical sphere that, of course, Doctor Strange and all his spells. You know what I'm fucking mean. God damn it. Anyway, the results of the spell in a pseudo sentient way would realize that that thing is there and that it would know who Peter Parker is, but I don't see that having anywhere near as much of an effect as if it fused with a host, and then, that host gained that knowledge as well. So then you'd now have two entities knowing about Peter and in defiance of the spell. So that could, it could be it could get very detrimental, but I don't really think it's going to, because I think it's just going to go straight to Peter. That's just, again, I'm guessing. Benjamin says, so are we going to get that heartfelt scene of Tom Holland and RDJ's Doom reuniting in Doomsday? I think it's a lot more possible now than it was before I knew he was guaranteed to be in there, or that I knew before we knew Holland was guaranteed to be in there. Yeah, I can definitely see them shifting that ahead to Doomsday. But, again, this is all speculation based on an old-ass fucking leak. Just keep that in mind. Damn, where'd everybody go? Talking Doomsday and Spider-Man 4, and this is when everyone chooses to fucking leave? What the shit? Oh, whoops. Clicky. Okay. But, oh, yeah, good. But yeah, that could make things much more interesting. I should make a video about that, honestly. Now that I'm thinking about it. Get it in a little bit more of an ordered form. Rather than just this kind of rambling I do live. Am I more excited for Doomsday or Secret Wars? Right now, Doomsday. Because, as Prez just said, the anticipation for the RDJ Doom explanation is killing me. And I assume if we don't get that explanation in the post-credit that he's going to be in for Fantastic Four, then we're definitely going to have to get it in Doomsday. So, yeah. And just in general, I'd be more excited for Doomsday because it's first. There's also recency bias on that. Travis says, given how Wong is Sorcerer Supreme, he may also know Peter's identity as a contingency. Possibly. I also think that symbiote piece may pull Eddie into the MCU by the end. Maybe. I don't think the odds on that are great. It comes down to Sony. Because he's still theirs. There, as of right now, there is no knowledge beyond the Doom post-credit scene. Beyond that, it's been talked about by so many scoopers of varying repute, it's basically guaranteed to happen. If it already hasn't been actually confirmed. I don't think it's been actually confirmed. Nothing about the movie's been actually confirmed. But there's going to be Doom in the Fantastic Four scene because everyone says he's not going to be in that movie much. But he will be in the movie. So, not much, but in it says post-credit. Now, what'll happen in the post-credit scene? Who the fuck knows? If we don't get that post-credit scene, I'm going to lose my shit. Oh, dude, you won't be the only one. Marvel fans will light the internet on fire if that doesn't fucking happen. Like, for reals. Like, Twitter will crash, Instagram will crash. Like, if we don't get that Doom post-credit scene, nerds will break the internet that day. Travis says, or maybe Deadpool opens a TVA portal, grabs Eddie and says, sorry, people want you. Not so much your buddies, though. With the card, Venom will return in a real Marvel movie. I mean, that would be dope. I would love to see that. That would be awesome. You know? That would be very cool to see, which means we probably won't see it. Now, don't get me wrong. I fully believe Marvel's on the comeback, but there's still probably a lot of better ideas than what they're doing out there. But that would be awesome. And so typically Deadpool. But honestly, the next movie I'm most excited for, Marvel-wise, is Fantastic Four. I'm just hoping to enjoy Cap 4 and Thunderbolts. Like, I just need them to be decent. I don't need them to be great. I just need them to be not mid or worse. Give me pretty good, and I'll be a happy camper going into Fantastic Four. And honestly, if those movies are mid, that could do some damage to Fantastic Four. Do you guys realize, I don't know if you guys realize this, but next July is going to be crazy competitive. All right, man. Thanks for stopping in, though. Get your rest. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. All right, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah, next July is going to be knuckin' futz, movie-wise, because first or second, like, I think the first weekend in July is the newest Jurassic World movie, Rebirth. That's a solid IP. The last couple offerings haven't been strong, but Jurassic Park/World is still a solid IP. And this one's going to have Mahershala Ali and ScarJo in it. So, and then Superman comes out. James Gunn's first big screen DCU offering of the most famous and the original superhero. And then, that's in the middle of the month. And then towards the end of the month, Fantastic Four comes out. Holy shit. The first Jurassic World was really good, yes. From what I understand, the sequels dropped in quality. So, but yeah, that's, I mean, Jurassic, you know, fill in the blank, excuse me, is a solid IP. And then you got fucking Superman and then Fantastic Four. All next July. Hey, you got your app to work. Awesome. Glad you're back, man. But yeah, how nuts is that going to be? Jurassic World, Rebirth, Superman, Fantastic Four. In that order, all next July. Press says they're beating a dead horse with a wiffle ball bat with that Jurassic Park shit. I mean, kinda. But, you know. Who the hell owns that? Is that Warner or is that Universal? Yes, Rossi. Sticky Lord of the Sock. Yeah. Who owns the Jurassic Park IP? Okay, that is Universal. So yeah, Universal's just not giving up. Is what that is, basically. I'm done with that too. So they're giving it one more try. And no Chris Pratt. And you get Mahershala Ali and you get ScarJo. Now, from what I understand, Mahershala and ScarJo work for basically like a black ops team, and they're like, got to go to an island full of dinosaurs on a mission. So basically, ScarJo is Black Widow for all intents and purposes. She's basically Black Widow again, but in a different IP. But yeah, the fact that they're going to have Oscar winner Mahershala Ali and beautiful and cakeful ScarJo in it, it'll probably put some butts in seats. The question is between those three, which one is going to do the worst? What do you guys think? When it's all said and done, final box office totals. Jurassic World, Rebirth, Superman, Fantastic Four. What order are they coming in box office-wise? I think Jurassic Park's going to get split. I've got people in a group chat I'm in on Twitter who think Jurassic World is going to win that box office battle. They think Jurassic Park is going to beat in the box office battle Superman and Fantastic Four. Are you fucking kidding me? You're delusional. I mean, you're cool guys. I'm glad I'm in your group chat, but you're fucking delusional. As I said in the group chat, I'm just going to sit back and watch Jurassic World or watch the double meteor of Superman and Fantastic Four cause the extinction of the dinosaurs all over again. Yeah, there's no way Jurassic World, even with a 2-week head start on Superman and like a 3 or 4 week head start on Fantastic Four, when it's all said and done, no fucking way is Jurassic World going to make more at the box office than either of those two. Unless Superman sucks. And I'm only bringing up Superman maybe sucking, because everything I'm seeing about Fantastic Four, as time goes on, it just keeps looking more dope and more dope. So. But if Superman's good, Jurassic World's going to get just dominated at the box office. I'm not saying it's going to do bad. I'm not saying it's going to flop, mind you, although I don't know what the production budget is. But it is not winning that box office battle. Best it'll do is maybe second, but that's only if Superman sucks. Like that. But that's just my opinion. I think it's going to go Fantastic Four. It's going to go in reverse order of release. Fantastic Four is going to win, followed by Superman, followed by Jurassic World. What do you guys think, though? Brooks says Fantastic Four could make over $700 million potentially. Oh, it better make more than that. Rossi, Sticky Lord of the Socks, says, I haven't watched Jurassic Park movies since Jurassic World. It was so overrated. I don't even know if I've watched any of the Jurassic World movies, come to think of it. I think I've only watched the Park movies, honestly. Travis says, I unapologetically want William H. Macy to return from Jurassic Park 3, running his kitchen bathroom repair store, and his son is now studying dinosaurs. Won't happen, but it'd be hilarious. I'm going to take your word for it because I can't even remember the last time I watched a Jurassic Park movie. Honestly, it's been that long. Brooks says, Fantastic Four may win, in my opinion, considering the huge implications it has for the future Marvel films. I agree. And also, Doom. Nerds are going to be running to theaters with full pressure behind Zipper to see the introduction of Doom into the MCU. Like, Doom. Like, Rossi will probably be going into the theater to see that with, like, 2 socks already on and 1 in each of his pockets. And maybe an extra pair of socks down so he can take his shoes off and have 2 more socks available without going barefoot. Like, it's going to be crazy. Doom is I don't know how the draw by Doom won't be nuts. Doom. Mwah. Doom. Still don't know about the Doom versus Vader argument, though. Like, it depends on what version of Vader. I know I'm going, whoomp. I just went way the fuck off that way. I know. But, like, we'll just go peak versions. God Emperor Doom versus what I believe is now the peak version of Anakin, which is this current version, and now he's the father, which means he has full command of both the light side and the dark side. If Anakin Skywalker has full command as the father of both light and dark side, at least to me, that pretty much puts him on par with cosmic entities in Marvel. I mean, the father essentially is a cosmic entity. Of course, Doom clears cosmic entity, so he probably still would end up winning. But I don't think it would be the I don't think it would be the cakewalk that a lot of people seem to think it would be. At least not if it's Anakin as the father. If it's Doom, or I mean, if it's Vader, if it's end of prequels, OT era Vader, yeah, base Doom smashes him. Brooke says, yeah, people are hyped for RDJ Doom. Hell yeah. At least they should be. I'm hoping after everything resets, we can get another good actor for Doom. I would like the actor who played Le Chiffre from Casino Royale to play Doom. Well, I don't know who the fuck that is. But unlike Josh, I think we are getting a new Doom after the soft reset, or soft reboot. I don't think RDJ is going to be the 616 Doom. He could be. But honestly, I don't know if they want to pay him that much for that fucking long. Like, for reals. I think we're going to get a new... We're going to get our long-term 616 Doom after the soft reboot. I think that makes a lot more sense. Much as I love RDJ. And if they do keep him around as Doom after the reboot, I ain't going to be mad. I just don't think they're going to do it. Brooks says, Mads Mikkelsen as Doom after Secret Wars would be dope. Yes, he would. Rice says, Tony was Doom the whole time in the MCU. I'll be pissed. You're talking about Josh's theory where taking the that run, who wrote that? I literally just saw a video on this run listened to Rob's video on this run the other day where it turned out that Tony was adopted and he wasn't actually the biological child of fuck, I forgot his parents' names. But the actual Stark parents, he was adapted. So, adapting just that part of that run, although it would be interesting if they did bring in Arlo Stark, or Arno. Is it Arlo or Arno? Anyway, would be interesting if they brought in Arlo Stark. But regardless, just adapting the whole adopted thing, and they, turns out they adopted and they just made Victor orphaned much earlier in his life than he was in the comics. So, and honestly, Tony actually being Victor Von Doom without actually being Dr. Doom Actually, I wouldn't. That actually kind of makes sense, honestly. Except for the fact that Doom is way smarter than Tony. That's really the only flaw in that. Is at least in the comics. I mean, Tony's fucking smart, but he's like number 4 or 5 overall in the comic, in the Marvel comics. He's like 4 or 5. Because the top 3 are occupied in rotation by Reed Richards, Valeria Richards, and Doctor Doom. And then you got like Black Panther. Actually, Tony and Black Panther are probably about on a level. You got like Black Panther, Stark, MODOK, the leader, Egghead. I only know most of these names again. I've been listening to a lot of Rob while I've been door dashing, so some of it's sticking, some of it isn't. So yeah, I actually don't mind that theory. I don't know how they're going to go with it. Brooke says it's interesting that Doom and Stark are more similar than many think. Both are geniuses with high tech, lots of ego, arrogance, etc. Yeah. I mean, in a way, especially in the comics, the more I'm going. There's a bunch of Iron Man videos that are in the list I'm going through right now. Yeah, Stark's a dick. Like, he's a lot more of a dick than he's been portrayed in the MCU. Like, Stark's a dick. So, really, the only the biggest difference between Stark and Doom is Stark doesn't have the absolute power obsession that Doom has. Right, says Doom isn't a Tony variant. He's just been Tony the whole time. He's adopted or something, that theory. Well, now that he's coming from the 6-1... Okay, hold on. Let me think. Trying to think how the theory went. Oh, yeah, Doombots are going to be dope, Brooke. You're right. I mean, yeah, Prez, you're right, too. This is the MCU. They could change up the intelligence levels. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they've adjusted shit for their story. Although that would be kind of bullshit. Do not nerf Doom in any way, is kind of where I stand on that one. If they do, I'm going to be annoyed. Do not nerf Doom. Okay, well, we now know allegedly that the first RDJ Doom we're going to see is from the Fantastic Four universe. So inside that universe, I think one of the theories it would be inside that universe, because in the comics, I'm pretty sure the Starks spent some time in Europe and around Latveria. So they could go the route that he is the biological child of the Starks, but something happened to his parents, and the Von Dooms adopted him as a baby. You don't like that one? Is that the one you're thinking of? I mean, technically that would make him a Tony variant. President, so is the Doom for the F4 universe going to be an adopted Stark? I doubt it. I don't know for sure, but it's possible. It's also possible that he's just Victor Von Doom, who for some unknown reason has 616 Tony Stark's face. Unless we go back to the other adoption, or the reverse adoption option, where the Starks adopted an infant Victor Von Doom and named him Tony. Again, because their actual biological child is Arno. I'll let y'all look up the story on Arno. I'm not going into all that shit. So, I mean, one way or the other, there has to be an explanation either in the 616 or in the Fantastic Four universe of why our Tony Stark and their Victor Von Doom have the same face. So, I think the most likely theories are somebody got adopted by the other ones in one of the universes. Like, he's either a Victor Von Doom adopted by the Starks in the 616, or he's an orphan Tony Stark adopted by the Von Dooms in the Fantastic Four universe. I doubt they're going to leave it to just, random chance that Victor Von Doom looks like Tony Stark. No. They're going to have to be related somehow. And the best way to do that and explain why they have the same face is that either 616 Tony Stark was actually a Doom variant, or that the F4 Doom is a Tony variant. If it's obviously those aren't the only two options, but those are the most simple ones, at least to me. Travis says, I do like the idea of Tony's parents dying at the hands of Hydra and Tony is taken in. Maybe even Bucky kidnaps him and he ends up in Latveria. Oh. Well, if Bucky kidnapped him, he'd be kidnapping him for... Oh, I see what you're saying. Hydra kills the parents, but somehow they lose track of the baby and he ends up in Latveria. And the Von Dooms find him like he's Moses and shit. Could work. But yeah, either way, one again, it's like those are the easiest ways for it to make sense. If they come up with something else, I mean, hopefully it's cool and hopefully it's not overly convoluted. You know what I mean? Bucky snatching up baby Tony would be super interesting. Yeah, and it'd be another connection. Although it would be a connection inside the inside the Fantastic Four universe, but it'd still be an interesting connection. And the timing would work out. He'd be square in the middle of being Winter Soldier at that point. Especially when you consider that in the 616, he did kill Tony's parents, but not till Tony was like 20. Bucky tries to take him to Hydra, and Latveria rescues him. Would give him a new reason to hate Bucky. Oh yeah, yeah. He could have reasons to hate Bucky, and he could have some kind of reason to hate Bucky in every universe. That is very true. That is true. Could happen. It's going to be interesting to see how they do end up handling that. Uncle Bucky. Okay. Although Uncle Buck is a great fucking movie. Holy shit. I love that movie so much. Now, when the fuck did they say they're going to start filming Doomsday? Oops. Filming schedule. second quarter of 2025 in London. Okay, so sometime between April and June of next year, it's going to start shooting. So, unless Marvel has drastically tightened the net, although we really haven't heard shit about Thunderbolts if you think about it. Hopefully that means we'll start getting some clarification on some plot details next summer. You know? Be interesting. Do I think RDJ pitched the Doom origin to Iger? No. No, I think the story is the Russo brothers' story. Now turning it into a screenplay, that's going to be McFeely's job. But yeah, I think the general outline of Doomsday and Secret Wars is coming from the brains of the Russos. And then McFeely's going to have to turn it into a movie on paper. Travis says, I could see it being a world where Red Skull wins in First Avenger and the U.S. is invaded. Oh, you're talking about the Fantastic Four universe? No. No, not the way it's been presented in the artwork and stuff so far. It's like the Jetsons in that bitch. And from what I understand, now this isn't confirmed, the Fantastic Four are the only heroes in that world. So, I'm sure probably in the multiverse, well, in the, what's that storyline called? God damn it. Basically, the Hydra Cap storyline, the Red Skull didn't win World War II, but he did get himself a cosmic cube, and that's how he reset history to where Steve Rogers ends up as a Hydra agent. Really fucking good story, honestly. Like, he ended up being responsible for a lot of shit. Definitely changes perspective on a big event that happened. It's crazy, but it's a really good story. At a minimum, you should check out Rob's video on it. Or videos. I wish I could remember what that's fucking called. All right. Oh, oops, I don't need to do that. I just need to do this. Oops. Where'd it go? Secret Empire. That's the one. The Secret Empire event. Travis says, what if Red Skull is responsible for the reset? That would be insane. Oh, you mean after Secret Wars? No. That's if they keep it even. Actually, it's probably going to be the way it was in the comics. How, however they get Doom, however Doom gets his power, because no clue where he's going to get his power from, but wherever he gets the power from to create Battleworld, in the comics it came from defeating the Beyonders, but actually was basically stored in the Molecule Man, Owen Reese, and that's because Doom couldn't keep all that power in his body. He would explode. But Owen Reese, the Molecule Man, can hold all that power. So at the end of Secret Wars, Reed Richards gets Doom to admit that Reed could have done a better job at recreating the multiverse. So Owen Reese is like, okay, you agree, and then gives Reed all the power. At which point, Reed and Franklin join forces to completely recreate the multiverse. And Reed is also nice enough to fix Doom's face. Travis says, or it's just a world where Cap dies in First Avenger or isn't found. Fantastic Four being able to take Hydra's tech, which was super advanced, and rebuilding the U.S., making it futuristic. Problem is chronologically, and I'm not trying to shit on you, Travis, I swear. But they'd only be like around the age of 10 in World War I. 2. I mean, don't get me wrong, Reed Richards was smart as fuck at 10, but they didn't get their powers till they were adults in space with the cosmic rays and shit, so I just don't think it works out. Like, just that universe, like 838, is just ahead of 616. You know, because time flows differently in those universes. Like, maybe, for example, in the Fantastic Four universe, they're so tech advanced back in the 60s because, say, Wakanda opened its borders and vibranium tech is just all over the place now. And you know vibranium tech is fucking advanced. So that could be why they're ahead of us. Chris says, can you imagine after the soft reboot, we get an adaptation of the current Ultimates, like the Maker, grown-ass man, Peter becoming Spider-Man, young Stark, etc.? That would be amazing. Yeah, I've heard. Those are the new Ultimates, right? Yeah, grown Peter with married MJ with family becoming Spider-Man because who gave him the spider in the box? Was it Strange? Was that Strange gave him the spider in the box? Travis says, we could also reveal that Reed discovered time travel long before Tony did and has been using it to build the feature in the past, that being the fundamental error that messes everything up. Ooh. Could be. Seriously, get this shit drawn up in some kind of formal fashion and start submitting your shit to Marvel. Press says, I'm giving another beer. While I'm up, anyone? I mean, yeah. If you're offering beer, I'll take it. You tell him, Travis. It was Tony. What was Tony? You lost me. Yeah, there's all kinds of reasons that the Fantastic Four universe could be, or is farther along than the 616. Tim, Misa back. Cool. Well, didn't Doom build the time platform? Prez says, you in a big doodoo this time, Tim. Travis says, that notion would have also allowed for Kang to come in from the future and destroy their world. Likely not the plan now, but it would add up. Yeah, no. If... Oh, Tony gave Peter the spider? Oh, okay. Thank you. Was Rossi behaving while you were gone? Yes. Yeah, I think the only way we'll see King now, if we do see him at all, at least the only way we should see him, I should say, is bring him back for the Council of Kings just long enough to turn the Council of Kings into the Council of Cannon Fodder for Doom. Like, that's the only reason I just want to see the Council of Kings long enough for Doom to wipe them the fuck out. Yeah, Rossi was actually being a good boy. Yeah. At least in chat. Who knows what he's doing away from the computer or phone? Sox could currently be involved. Sox could currently be involved. I mean, look at this face. Yeah, right. All right. You want to see Doom smoke the Kings too? Oh, I know. Yep. I want them to be, having their giggle meeting and whatnot, and Immortus and was it the Centurion and Rama Tut? They're having their little conversation like they did at the end of Quantumania, and next thing you know, here comes Doom just fucking people up, blasting them with beams from his suit, casting spells, summoning like fucking demons and just all kinds of shit. All kinds of Doom shit. Which reminds me, I am totally with Josh. If they do not include the magical element, holy fuck. I don't see them not doing that though. Because that would just be like, that would be Lucasfilm levels of stupid, if not worse. The Maker variant of Reed showing up would be so dope. Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely. I think, doesn't the Maker really get active after Secret Wars, though? Does anybody know? I feel like that's the case, but I'm so not sure. Yeah, you know what he's doing, Socks. Yep. His YouTube app was crashing because Pornhub was taking up all his fucking bandwidth. Yeah. Mr. I started late, so I'm going to have a shorter stream. 2 hours and 41 minutes later. All right, but I am getting out of here, though. I know it's kind of sudden, but I'm out of stuff to talk about. And like I said, I started 45 minutes late, so it's already late. And I do actually have to get some rest so I can do more stuff that I got to do tomorrow. I have adulting to do. Prez says, so if we really get the scene of Doom decimating the council, who do you think is going to be the stand-in for King? Because it won't be Majors. I don't know, some less expensive yet not completely unknown African-American dude. There's a few people it could be. It will not be Boyega. I can tell you that right now. Thanks, Travis. I appreciate that. I'm a big fan, again. Oh, thanks, Tim. Dude, you never have to apologize for that. I appreciate the time, any time you have to spend here. So don't even... You got life stuff way more important than chilling stuff. Here at Cheeks! Oh, definitely. The other green cheeks I would try to clap the green off of. Line her and She-Hulk up. You do kind of wish it was Boyega, though. I mean, don't know. I don't know if Boyega's got enough of that. I'm not saying he couldn't play a villain. I just don't think he's got enough villainous oomph. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense at all? Green eggs and ham. Somehow thirst for her is returned. Or Hera. Oh, thirst for Hera never leaves, bro. It's always there. Just sometimes it's stronger than others. You know, when it gets too bad, you got to pop on Ahsoka for a little while and, you know, kind of like a vampire. Except it's a thirst for green cake. What up, C-Dub? Welcome into the end. Press says, just let him scream, Ray! As he gets vaporized. Oh, my God. Dude, what the fuck? It's a running joke in the Discord now. What, the Hera thirst is? I mean, green eggs and ham. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, Hera does have some fine-looking green cake. Yeah. For sure. You guys trickling in from Josh's Twitch stream? Is the DGen stream the DGen gaming stream over? What the hell? What the fuck is going on over here? Get off of there. What the hell? What the hell? Okay. All right, there we go. Yeah. But yes, cake. Green cake. Green cheeks. Oh, really? It's almost been over 2 hours ago. What? Been a long-ass day. Sorry you're late to the party. That's all right. But it's also been a long-ass day for me, too, so the party's about to be done, bro. My apologies, but, you know, also, tough shit. Finally have a chance to smoke and chill. Well, that's good. That is good. That's exactly what I'll be doing when I get off stream. Mace Windu, this party is over. I am the party. Tim says, don't tell Josh I was here and in Sith's stream earlier. Oh, Star Wars Sith was streaming? What is Sith stream? Is Sith a gamer, or does he do shit like this and Josh does? Like, loved all the exciting news about nerdy stuff? Good, Brooke. I'm glad. Yeah, is Sith a gamer or news update opinion type streamer? Can't contain your excitement for RDJ Doom? Yeah. Did I just say RG Day? Jesus Christ. RDJ? Hold on, my back itches. There we go. He was streaming Jedi Survivor earlier. Okay. Cool. just packed a fresh bowl of Skywalker OG. That's probably the best Star Wars you're going to get for a while. Like, really, though. Prez says, to be honest, though, I really hope we're not watching the sequels tomorrow. Right? Yeah. Well, just think. Agatha comes out next week. Oh, yeah. AI RDJ Doom images are fucking dope. Robert Doomney Jr. hype. Robert Doomney Jr. I like that. I like that. And yeah, it's definitely hype. Oh, yeah. See RDJ Doom exchange some insults / witty remarks with Doctor Strange. Yes, that will be that'll be interesting. But he's got to it can't be the same kind of one-liners that he delivered as Tony Stark. Doom delivers one-liners. Don't get me wrong. But they're totally different from the type or style, if you will, from Tony Stark's one-liners. President, hell yeah, man. If we're talking nerdy strains, I've always loved Yoda's brain. I've never had that. I had one with Jedi in the name of it, though. It's Jedi. Was it Jedi Kush, maybe? Might have been Jedi Kush. I'm not 100%, though. I can't remember. And I've never had Yoda's brain. Although that does actually sound dope. Because it is dope. Literally and figuratively. Brooks says, speaking of Star Wars, I got both KOTOR games on Steam. Another set of games on my list of must-plays. Nice. Nice. What about that? You're going to get that Marvel vs. Capcom thing when it comes out? I guess that's got like a bunch of awesome games on that shit. Like, I suck at video games, and I'm even tempted to buy that just so I can attempt to play some of the fighting games or something. Tim says, the Nerdvengers riot if Josh is serious about rewatching the sequels. Yeah, like, trying to tie... I'm guessing he's trying to use the sequels as subathon bait, because I think what he's counting on is people to sub just to maintain the level of torture that him having to watch the sequels will provide. That make sense? Like, he's counting on the sadisticness of the general public to give him money to force him to watch those shitty-ass movies. That's why I think he's doing that. Prez says, I'll only be attending that stream to talk shit. Yeah. I may pop in for a little bit. I may not. KOTOR. C-Dub says, I think it's hilarious that Jay says if he gets to 100 subs on Twitch, he will go... Josh, he will go straight into TLJ and another 100. He will go to Rise. That is not a motivator for subs. I mean, you'd think so. But again, I feel like he's using the sadistic nature of streaming chats. Or he's trying to use the sadistic nature of streaming chats as a means to generate money. Exactly, C-Dub. Want him to get that many subs just to make him having to watch them all? That's what he's counting on. Why isn't he watching Andor instead of the sequels? I don't know, because if he commits to a season of Andor, I actually think that'd probably be more hours watched, maybe. I don't remember how long the episodes of Andor Season 1 are. It might be comparable. But I think it basically comes down to, at least in the sequels, there's lightsabers and the Force. And that's probably why he's choosing to watch them over Andor. because Andor is a really good sci-fi show with a Star Wars sticker on it. It's not fucking Star Wars. Prez says, I would have walked out of TLJ, but my wife wouldn't let me. Prez says, I was so pissed when Luke threw the saber. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? See, here's the thing. Like, I'd been, when the sequels came out, I had been not very much into the nerdy scene at all prior to those. Like, I'd been way out for a while. And those came out. And I went and I watched them. And I initially enjoyed them, but I do remember every time I was in the theater, once for each of them. I didn't go see them more than once. I do remember walking out like, that was cool, but something was off. And then I started getting back into the nerdy. And then, my nerdy trail led me to theory, and then it led me to Josh. And it was through listening to those two talk about the sequels that I realized they were able to crystallize what had been bugging me about them for me. And as they kept bringing up stuff, I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Those fucks. Yeah. So. Prez says, so pissed, man. Hell yeah, the hype and speculation for that movie was so much fun. And then I sat down in the theater, and that's what I first saw. I will never forget it. Yeah, that. Blue titty milk. Ugh. Wow, I just made myself a massive liar. Hey guys, I'm starting 45 minutes late, so this will probably be, a shorter stream. I definitely won't be here 3 hours. We just hit 2:55. That was an extra 15 minutes just for you, C-Dub. Just for you. But I am fucking getting out of here now, guys. Like, for real this time. Am I monetized yet? No. In order to get monetized, I need 500 subs, and I need 3,000 watch hours in a 365-day period. So I need, as of right now, at least 284 more subs. And I know I've had over 2,000. I think I had. You know what? I'll be right back. It's a lot easier to check on my phone than it is on the computer. Oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah. That's too much of a glare. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I got 216 subscribers, so I need 284 more subscribers minimum. And I need 3,000 watch hours, and I currently have, in the last 365 days, 2,264. So, percentage-wise, I'm actually closer on watch hours than I am on subscribers, oddly enough. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at. Tim says the slow space chase for half the movie. I mean, they had enough shit going around. That didn't actually bother me. Here, I'll tell you a dirty little secret, though, just real quick. I like the Holdo maneuver. Yeah, I said it. I like the Holdo maneuver. I thought going to hyperspace and blowing through that ship and anything behind it was fucking cool. Mary Poppins Leia, yeah, that was weird. Titty milk didn't bother you? I mean, I wouldn't say it bothered me. It was just more along the lines of a light what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? See, it says there are sabers, but no Luke Saber. Just a stubborn old man who dies from astral projection. Yeah. Don't get Prez started on the Leia. We need to get chill in there. I assume you're talking about subs rather than anything a bit more personal, right? course, then again, if you got enough skills, maybe I won't care. Press says, we will get you there, man. That would be awesome. Luke losing to Rey in the wax stick fight. Oh, yeah. Luke wanting to kill his nephew. Hey, you better slow down before you go on a tangent. Yeah. I mean, you get me started, we'll be here for 4 fucking hours. For real, TLJ trailers and hype from the... Yes. Oh, yeah, I would... Dude. The last scene having Luke standing there. I mean, I was like, why does he look so pissed? But, you know. Yeah, walking out of the theater after Force Awakens, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get so much Luke next movie. And then that. Press says, Tim, you're just reminding me why I don't want to participate in that watch party. Right. Yeah, and Luke not getting off that rock to help Han or Leia is just so whack. Yes, it is so fucking whack. Well, I mean, Han was dead. But not directly going to help Leia was, yeah. The astral projection thing was lame. Brooke says, I'm sad we never saw Luke use his green saber in the sequel, except that one flight. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. That's just, like, in general... Like, here's what it really is. Like, those are all very specific things, but I think I try not to be a big blanket statement guy. But I think we can safely group all of those transgressions that you guys were kind enough to list under... George wrote Luke to be the hope of the galaxy, and Rian Johnson flipped it and fucked it up. No Luke, Han, and Leia reunion in the sequel is a huge... oh, yeah. That was ridiculous. Like, what the fuck? But, yeah, I think it's all... I think it basically comes down to George wrote him to be the hope of the galaxy, and Rian Johnson didn't. Took him from the hope to a pathetic shell of a man who engaged in behavior that he never actually, if written properly, would have engaged in. So, yeah. Oh, and look, we hit the full 3-hour mark. All right, God damn it. I love you guys, but seriously, I'm leaving. But thank you all for being here. As usual, I appreciate any time you guys choose to spend here with me, hanging out, talking that nerd talk. So, again, thank you for being here. If you're here live, whether you were in the chat or lurking, if you managed to make it to the end of the replay, thank you very much. If you did not, excuse me, sorry about that. If you did not do so on your way in, please hit the thumbs up on your way out. And if you have not done so, hit them other 2 buttons. Those being subscribe and the bell. So you know anytime we have fun in this here fun community. I mean, look at these guys in the chat. Look at them. Look at them. Do we not have fun? Does this not look like a fun community to be a part of? Be a part of it. Well, I mean, if you're on the replay, flip over to the live chat part, if it'll let you. And, check out the chat. See how much fun we have. See how my community does it. We're awesome. You guys are awesome. And if you have not yet joined, you should join and become part of the awesome, too. And also, join my Discord and follow me on the TwitX. Both those links are down in the description. And if you're watching on the replay, please leave your comments about what you thought about all the subjects we covered this evening. Whether they were my planned ones or the ones we just end up talking about, because that's how we roll in this motherfucker. So, everyone have a good rest of your week. And we will see you Saturday night, 9 p.m. Probably on time. So it'll be 9 like regular. Although I am thinking about pushing it a half hour or so because most people don't show up till like 9:30 10 anyway. I don't know, we'll see. Probably be 9 this Saturday. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it Saturday. See what y'all think. But until then, much love. Thank you guys for being here. And we'll see you Saturday. As soon as I get my mouse to work. Peace. Well, well, well. Yeah, man, I'm glad you could. I'm glad I helped you relax before you go to bed, C-Dub. Yes, this is where the fun begins. Where are you going, Master? For a drink. Yeah, that was actually a pretty good line. For a drink. And he just says it like, duh. But, yeah. Another good time hanging out in the basement. Getting some nerdy updates. Doing some nerdy speculation. Trying to figure out what the fuck Sony's thinking sometimes. You know, that kind of fun stuff. But, as usual, we could not be having fun without it actually being we. I don't do this shit on my own. You guys are essential to the good times here on this channel when I'm streaming and when I do a video, because you guys got to watch it. So there is no basement without you guys, or at least there's a very fucking empty basement without you guys. So much love, much gratitude. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the fact that you guys hang out here on the regular. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. I hope you have an awesome rest of your week. We'll see you Saturday. And remember, wherever you're at and whoever you're with, always keep it nerdy, baby. Peace!